Neptune is my favourite planet. It's such a beautiful world, and strangely, its deep blue colour and wispy white clouds remind us of home. Unfortunately though, Neptune videos don't tend to do so well on YouTube, so after last week's update on Uranus, I thought it might be quite a while before I revisited the ice giants, but how wrong I was. It turns out that Neptune, not Uranus, is likely to be incorporated into the upcoming 2023 Planetary Science Survey for possible recommendation as a mission priority. Hi everyone, Vega here, and in today's shorter than usual video, we're going to be looking more closely at the proposed new mission to Neptune, Neptune Odyssey, and what it might entail. So let's get to it. A new video has been released showing artistic concepts of the proposed Neptune Odyssey mission. It is an orbiter mission concept to study Neptune and its moon, particularly Triton. So not a flyby, but an orbiter, which is great news, and it would enter into a retrograde orbit of Neptune to facilitate simultaneous study of Triton, and also launch an atmospheric probe to characterise Neptune's atmosphere. The current proposal targets a launch in 2033 using the Space Launch System, with arrival at Neptune in 2049, although trajectories using gravity assists at Jupiter have also been considered with launch dates in 2031. 5 primary scientific questions are to be addressed by an orbiter at Neptune, and these are as follows. First of all, how do the interiors and atmosphere of an ice giant form and evolve? Secondly, what causes Neptune's strange magnetic field, and how does its magnetosphere and aurorae work? Is Triton an ocean world? What causes its plumes, and what is the nature of its atmosphere? Fourthly, how can Triton's geophysics and composition expand our knowledge of dwarf planets like Pluto? And finally, what are the connections between Neptune's rings, arcs, surface weathering and small moons? A 16-year cruise directly to Neptune could actually be shortened to 12 years with a gravity assist at Jupiter, but this would require launch prior to 2032. The atmospheric probe would descend for around 37 minutes into Neptune's atmosphere to study its composition dynamics and processes, sending data at least until reaching a pressure of 10 bars. After achieving Neptune orbit, the orbiter itself will conduct at least 46 flybys of Triton over the 4-year main science phase, achieving near global coverage of the moon and also simultaneously studying Neptune and its other moons. The orbiter would then orbit progressively closer to Neptune and its rings, and in an amazing grand finale, a bit like the one that we experienced with Cassini at Saturn, it would eventually be destroyed in Neptune's atmosphere for planetary protection purposes. Perhaps the only thing we might wish for that's missing from the mission is that the current proposal does not include a Triton lander. Triton is no doubt one of our solar system's most strange objects, and it's in a retrograde orbit, which throws up many questions. Its atmosphere is indeed thick enough that it could indeed move grains of dust around in its winds. However, due to the incomplete knowledge of Triton's surface, the high risk of the close approach is considered too dangerous, and so a lander is not presently part of the mission concept. In today's video, it's just a short look at what we want to see, a return to the beautiful world of Neptune and its mysterious moon Triton. It's been over 33 years since we last visited. It's about time Neptune appeared on our horizons once more. Thanks for watching, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you would like to support the channel further, you could consider buying me a coffee, and I'll link this in the description below. Thanks to those of you that have already done so, and if you have any videos or subjects that you'd like to see brought to life, don't forget to let me know in the comments below, and it could just be your idea that shows up next week. Take really good care of yourselves, look after your friends and family well, and I'll see you on the next one.